Yo, what up, guys? But great to coming to guys another episode of the Formation Domination. As I said before, if you guys are new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and also click the bell so you guys won't miss out on any other content that I'll be releasing. But as I said, it's gonna be a Formation Domination episode. So last episode was 3142. And this episode is gonna be the, if I could go to the custom tactics, yeah, it's gonna be, I think it's the 3412. Yeah, 3412. As I said, this is the tactics I always use in every single formation that I use. So it's obviously balancing the defensive and the offensive is the same thing. Balance. You got 7 width in the defensive and 3 depth, and then the same thing, 7 width, and then the players in the box, corners, and free kicks don't really matter. So what I do is I just lower down the players to be in the box, corners, and free kicks because it's literally impossible to score a header. So I just lower that. So this is how we playing it. Nelson Semedo as the right center back, PK Nesta as the other, Roy Keane and Bijnaldum in the center midfield, Ricardo Pereira as the right mid, Mo Salah on the left, Juan Mata as a central cam, Ousmane Dembele as the left striker, Trossard as the right striker. Now that I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna put Trossard on the right. On the left, Trossard on the left, Mo Salah as the left striker, Ousmane Dembele as the left striker, and the instructions will be stay back obviously for my 2 center backs as my 2 center mids will also be stay back with attacking and cover center. My right back will be in balance except come back on defense, and the same thing with my left mid, just come back on defense. All my cam and my 2 strikers will be just on balance, and then the roles, they don't really matter honestly, and that's just gonna be it. But yeah, as I said before, if you guys are new to this series, basically what it is just reviewing all the formations, but just doing it in a series type of way. As I said, we already did 1 episode, so this is gonna be the second one. If you guys don't know, we do play 5 games with each formation, because if the formation is just absolutely trash, I'm not trying to play with the trash formation and just keep getting smashed every game. So I think 5 games is a reasonable amount of games to get a gist of the formation and tell you guys the pros and the cons. So what I am going to do, I am just going to go on the gameplay, as I said, 5 games, and then I'll just cut them up, and then I'll just commentate over it about its pros, the cons, and just basically talk about the formation. So yeah, I'll just be right back with the gameplay. Alright guys, I'm back with the 5 games. I finally finished playing the 5 games. Now the thing with this formation, to start off with the content, I think this formation is not good. For one reason, I was just over watching the clips. I think this formation, like the 3 in the back, obviously, because you don't have CDMs, and I think that's vital to having a meta squad in this year, especially since everyone runs the 4-2-3-1, the 4-2-2-2. Someone at least has one type of player who's a CDM, like a 4-1-2-1-2 at least has one CDM. Obviously the 4-2-3-1 does, and the 4-2-2 also does, but this one doesn't. He has 2 center mids. That's why I think this formation isn't never going to be meta, and that's why I see a lot of people not using this formation. But in terms of that, I think it's really good at pressing up. So if you're really good at like countering people who just stay back while attacking and stuff like that, and just pressure up top, maybe like a Liverpool type team in real life, I think this will be a meta squad for you, because with the 2 center mids, the 2 right, or the right mid and left mid, the cam and the 2 strikers, there's just a lot of people bombing up, and there's a lot of people pressing up as well. So that's why I think is the main pro of this formation. But like the left mid and right mid, legit, I don't see them in the game, bro. Like, yeah, they might be running in the wing, like the right mid, the right wing, the left wing, but in terms of that, I don't see them defending, or I don't see them create or doing great plays in defensive plays. I don't see them doing great attacking plays. So the left mid and right mid are just discarded. Like, in this formation, they're basically useless. I didn't see them doing anything. My two center mids were putting a lot of work, and because both of my center mids have over 90 stamina, that's why I think they were good in this formation. But I think if you have a center mid or cam or CDMs that don't have a lot of stamina or good amount of stamina that's reasonable to or playable, then I think this formation would just be horrendous. Because I think if I would have had, I mean, Dembele was my striker, so it didn't really matter. So if I would have had, like, say, like someone with the stamina of Dembele as my center mid, so I have someone with like 70 stamina, I think it would just be completely another dead. Because my left mid and right mid were like, they were just invisible. I didn't see them in any of my plays. In the last game that I played, I believe I won four. I think I won 4 games and tied my last game. My last game I tied 2-2, and you would just see how your left mid and right mid are just useless. I'll just talk about the play right now. The play that would happen was he just kept through balling it towards the wing, and my center mids would go to those positions, and obviously they're just gonna get outpaced by wingers. And he just kept crossing it, and then he just kept winning the headers. And he only had 2 shots in goal with 2 headers, and they ended up scoring. I mean, that just unlucky play by me. EA just not wanted me to win by a lot, bro. I had like 12 shots first half. He had 2. He was winning 2-0. At the end, we ended up getting back 2-0, and we also had a red card because I ended up sliding with Wijnaldum through the behind of his Willian, I believe. The only reason why I was forced to make a foul because like literally he just kept through balling it to Willian, or I think he had Philippe Anderson. He just kept through balling it to him and then centering it, and then it'll always be something dangerous, or those 2 times were dangerous. So that's why after that second time he scored a header, I just kept sliding, creating the foul, getting a yellow, and just not letting him go through. That's why I think this formation, I mean, it's also most about also like what's it called, like tactical fouling. So fouling just to get your players in the right position, because your left mid and right mid, I'm telling you, bro, like they're useless. Even the last formation domination that I tried out, which was the 4-1, I mean the 3-1-4-2, which has a left mid and right mid, 2 center mids, but one CDM, not the cam. So the cam was the CDM. Right there, the left mid and right mid did do a lot of work. Right here, they were nowhere to be seen. I was lucky enough to at least have my Mo Salah as a striker, because if not, he would just been completely utter useless. Obviously, it has the benefit. This formation obviously has the benefit of the 4-1-2-2, which is the cam and the 2 strikers. I mean, that's probably just like the only thing that I liked about this formation. You could do a lot of 1-2s. Your cam could just throw ball it to any of your strikers. You could have any of your strikers score. Like that's just a benefit of this formation, having the triangle up top. But the 2 center mids, I would prefer having 2 center CDM, or at least having 1 CDM and 1 center mid, or like 2 CDMs. That would probably be my preferred, having 2 CDMs. The 2 center mids, I think they were too high for me, because you would just get hit in the counter so much. I think I conceded 4 goals in my 5 games, and all the 4 goals you will see they were literally just all counterattacks. That's why I think the center mids, when they're just pushed up too high, you just get counterattacked too easily. Your left mid and right mid are nowhere to be seen, so you basically just have Juan Mata up there. Your 2 center mids are doing a lot of work, but obviously they're going to get tired at the end of the game, and that's when your opponents who have players with a lot of pace up top, you just get flamed through, and you just have nothing to do. So I think this formation, the one thing about this formation that I noticed too, the first half, it's like Dembele, he has 72 stamina. In the beginning of the game, he's fantastic. In halftime, he's beast, and then minute 60, he's just dead. He's nowhere to be seen anymore. That's literally this formation. This formation, when all your players have the stamina and they're pressuring up top really good, you're just choking your opponent in their half. You have them in the cords, you're getting them with 1-2s. They can't stop you in the first half, and then once it gets to the second part of the second half, like minute 60, you're just getting rocked, bro. Like your center mids are already tired, your cam and your strikers are already tired. They can't go back and defend. Your left man and right man are nowhere to be seen. Your three center backs, like two of your center backs are going to be slow because they're actually going to be like two center backs. Whereas, um, obviously, this formation would have been better if I would have had players in like their actual positions. Like if I would have had like um, I don't know, like who could it be? Like say I would have had a right back like Kimmich. In my right back, I had originally had Kimmich. I could have obviously put him as a right mid since he actually plays right mid. If I would have took out Semedo and actually had a left back or someone who could actually play center back, then that would have been different because obviously I had Semedo, so he has the pace. Piqué and Nesta, I mean, they have the height, but don't have the pace. And then, as I said, in the last game, I ended up conceding a lot of goals because my two center mids were dead. They just kept through balling it to the winger. He just kept centering it. And one weakness about this, that's why you have to have a lot of like. Obviously, when you're gonna go into a formation, you're gonna have like the correct players to be putting in the positions. I didn't have that luxury, so that's why when they would just kept through balling it to Willian. PK or Nesta couldn't catch him up. He just kept crossing it to Vardy. And obviously, Nelson Semedo is never going to win a header against Vardy. I mean, it's kind of weird too. Like, bro, like, I never scored headers. I don't think in this game I've ever scored a header. And I always get unlucky enough to get scored on a header. Like, bro, you're serious? I'm going to get scored on a header? Like, yeah, it's Nelson Semedo, but, bro, against Vardy, a header? Like, I also consider a lot of unlucky goals, but I think they were unlucky, but I think it is just an effect of their good counterattacking. I mean, everybody right now is good at counterattacking because it's the meta, so everybody adapted to that. So that's I think this three in the back, specifically this three in the back, isn't isn't the meta. Like it will never be the meta. I think I don't even recommend it for. Obviously, I'm not gonna recommend it for foot champs. I don't recommend it at all for division rivals. Like it's not a fun. I mean, it's kind of fun. Like I would suggest this formation. Like all right, in division rivals, if you're trying to have fun, just go into the game, and then once you're already in it, you're pressuring your opponent, then first half is going to be fun. Once you go to second half, I would recommend just to switch to another formation, switch to a 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2, switch to your preferred formation, because second half this formation is just absolutely trash. Like it's just not good. And in the first half, I think it is really good, but I can't be saying this formation is really good just because of its first half performance. I have to be analyzing the whole thing. This formation, I mean, this formation, obviously you're going to have the possession because you're going to be pressuring your opponent, and they're obviously going to be losing the ball a lot in the first half. But then after they get to hold the ball a lot, they counter you really quickly. Your midfield, your defense is already tired. They can't get back into the right positions to defend. So I think this formation is just really half and half. And I'm not saying half and half like, oh, I don't know if it's good or it's not. I'm saying like literally half and half. It's literally only one half of the game. So the first half of the game is good. The second half is just absolutely trash. That's why I think this formation, I don't recommend it. I don't think it's good. In terms of it's fun or interesting, like to tell you guys if it's interesting, just try it out. It'll be fun. It'll be fresh. It'll be new. Nah, I'll tell you guys to. I'll tell you guys to do the 3-1-4-2 instead of this one. Honestly, obviously this is the second episode, so I still haven't tried out like literally all of the formations. I just tried out this one, and obviously my last episode in the 3-1-4-2. So I still have to try out. I think three more three in the backs. Obviously. Once I finish with all the three of them backs, the 3-5-2 I think is going to be the last one. So I'll just round it up with those five, and then I'll just tell you guys which three in the back was the best. But in terms of this one, the 3-4-1-2 or the 3-1-4-2, I'll prefer the one with the CDM. It might look weirder, it might feel weirder because you don't have that cam. This for me, I just don't have any words anymore. But like I literally said it all. First half is gonna be absolute beast. Like me, when I first started playing with this formation, the first game I played, I was like, oh, this formation is gonna be beast. Like, bro, this is gonna be a hidden gem. Once you get into second half, I'm like, oh, doubtable. And then I was like, oh, it might be because my players are low in stamina, because I originally started with like mostly all of my players with 95, 94 fitness. So I was like, oh, that might be the problem. I applied the fitness, 99 fitness for everyone. And then once again, first half fantastic. I was like, oh, yeah, it was probably just the fitness. Second half, I was getting hit in the counterattack way too much. I didn't like that, especially since I'm a player that plays a lot of counterattack. So this was the last clip. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go back to the menus, and then I'll just talk to you guys about the formation a little bit more on what's the next episode gonna be, just to give you guys a little sneak peek on that. So yeah, I'll be right back with the live commentary in the menus, and then I'll just end the video there. So yeah, I'll be right back in the menus. Alright guys, I'm back. As I said, this formation, it wasn't good. Obviously, as you guys see in the last game, I ended up getting a red card. I explained it to you guys. The left mid, right mid, they're just nowhere to be seen, and my two center mids were just putting in a lot of work. And then second half, you just keep getting burned through the wings. So that's why you have to do literally like tactical fouls with this formation. And then in a couple of games, I subbed in Politano for Trossard and Zaha for Pereira, like in second half. But still, like I didn't notice Zaha putting in the work, going up, going down. I didn't notice Politano, even though he did end up saving us in the last game, scoring the second goal. But like that was like literally me, because I passed it to him, and then I was like kind of forcing the ball and forcing him to get in these areas and scoring with him. But besides that, I didn't really notice them at all. Even less Trossard and even less Pereira. So that's why I think this formation is just a no-go. I don't think this formation is really good. But as I said, so obviously this is the second episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and also click the bell so you guys won't miss out on the next episode, because the next episode is going to be in the 3-4-2-1. This formation is probably everyone's formation and go-to in the FUT draft to get the highest rated FUT draft. So next episode, it is going to be this formation. If you guys do want to see that episode, then click the like button and also click the bell so you guys could won't miss out on that, and you could also be the first person to watch this video. And hopefully this video was helpful, so click that like button. But it's been your boy Grillchip. I'll come to you guys with another video guys soon, guys. Peace out.